Okay, welcome, welcome. My name is Joseph Belibi, and I'm going to introduce my dear brother and friend and countryman, and yeah, the brother in the struggle. Unbelievable. So I'm so happy to have you, my brother André, and soyez les bienvenus dans notre channel. Si vous venez d'entrer, partagez la vidéo si vous pouvez, si vous avez moyen. Vous allez juste dans mon Facebook page et puis à partir de là, vous pouvez partager dans vos réseaux. Et yes, my brother, this is powerful because the media, there's no barrier with the media. We can talk online, we can see each other. How are you?
Yeah, I'm blessed. I'm blessed and highly favored. So
Come on.
it's a pleasure to be here on this program of enlightenment because uh, I remember when you just reached me out and asked me, could we do this? I said, no,
Yeah.
okay, no problem. We're straight away. So we can do this. And I'm very blessed to have me to be here. And yeah, thank you very much for hosting me.
Absolutely. Tu vois, moi, je me dis, c'est juste le temps. Parfois, je n'avais pas assez de temps. And for us to do something like this, you have to kind of have a little bit of time. I can't have you just for 10 minutes, you know. It has to be a little bit more than just 10, 15, 20 minutes, you know. Half an hour, 40 minutes, it's a good time. And it was just about finding that right time to do it. So let's say you have been around the world. You have traveled as an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
First of all, what is it that you have found that has been challenging to most of your acquaintances, customers, or friends? What is it that you find is challenging for them to take the next step, to go the extra mile, to go higher?
Uh, yeah, that's a tricky one there.
Oh yeah, that's why I say in general, it's not just
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so in general, I would say common to most people, depending of who they are, is fear.
Mhm.
Is
Fear.
fear. Yeah, because of the way we live our life in general as human being, we are copycat. We
Mhm.
are creature of habit.
Mhm.
So we do things in a certain habit,
Mhm.
and we have that tendency of staying on that habit, on
Mhm.
that routine,
Mhm.
and it's very difficult for people to think otherwise.
Yeah.
They do think otherwise,
Mhm.
but most of the time is when a challenge. See,
Mhm.
like I'll take a simple example. Okay, if they say to people, you stop smoking.
Mhm.
Okay, even though they wrote it on the packet
On
of
the
cigarettes,
cigarette pack, yeah.
yeah,
It
that
says smoking kills you. Smoking
yeah,
kills
yeah.
you, but they say, go ahead.
Now people read it and they take it because they already program on certain habit, the
Yeah.
routine, and until the day they go to the hospital and they say, okay, if you keep doing that, you're going to die. And that fear of dying is going
Mhm.
to trigger that,
Mhm.
next step of taking, really be aware of
Mhm.
what you have to do in
Mhm.
order to change that
Mhm.
routine. So I would say the fear is the,
Mhm.
but it can be a motivation or it can
Mhm.
stop people. But most of the people stopping them, fear stop people. That's what I found out.
Yeah, absolutely. Fear has there are two sides of to fear. If
Yeah.
you know you have you know on a third or fourth floor of a building, and then you have a fear of falling down. Oh, that's a healthy fear. You know, you can't kill yourself. You know what I'm saying? But if you have
Absolutely.
a fear, but there's another fear that I call, you know, we broke it down: false evidence appearing real.
Yeah. Yeah.
False evidence appearing real, and that the fear of the unknown. So now we decided that the title is Reprogrammation Mental, or reprogramming, mental reprogramming. And
Yeah.
so, which is to do with moving from your old way of thinking to another way, better for yourself. Go ahead, talk to me about it.
Oh, absolutely. And it's I never imagined, that I'll have this talk about this, because I experienced that as a human being as well.
Mhm.
But very often, what I found out is awareness, right?
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
uh, and you know, as you said, working with different people, different places around the world, I found out that it's awareness most of the time what bring people to make some drastic change in their life.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
also, the awareness can come at any time. The best example always quote is I'm an amateur of the Bible.
Mhm.
I'm not a professional. Um, Jesus, I like this. I read the Bible, okay?
Yeah.
So one of my favorite book. I love
Mhm.
reading. And
Mhm.
one of Jesus was preaching, I think, talking to a crowd,
Mhm.
and there were two sides. Some people were laughing, yeah,
Mhm.
and other
Mocking,
people were paying attention.
believing.
Yeah, so they were paying attention. Other people,
Yeah.
because you have to take in first, okay,
Yeah.
pay attention to take in the information. So from there, you can realize that it depends. You understand?
Yeah.
For people to make those drastic, it's very, very difficult.
Mhm.
But what I don't, uh, what I found very tricky on that is that people always take change when they have to. Most people,
Yeah.
because as I quoted it earlier, you don't have to go to the shock
Mhm.
before realizing that, you know what, maybe I might try something different. But people
Mhm.
keep going without.
Mhm.
And also, in physics,
Mhm.
there is a principle that anything in a motion going to keep
Mhm.
that speed until something come to
Mhm.
direct it to the. So
Yeah,
what I mean
to redirect it. Something
is
come to intervene and touch it and move it,
exactly.
change the trajectory course.
Exactly. So until we're going to keep that. So like now, someone who just joined this Zoom,
Mhm.
this call, and
Yeah.
they're going to hear something,
Yeah.
going to expand his mind,
Mhm.
and it's not going to be the next day the same person. It might
Yeah.
just depend. Yeah. So, but also,
Mhm.
it depends if he's is eager to learn, because this is another thing I found out is
Mhm.
your willingness to learn
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
accepting change.
Mhm.
Two things. Yeah.
Absolutely. I have a sister from Florida. She called Vicky. She just said changing from the natural thinking is repentance. Is because people are scared of the word in the world. People are scared of the word repentance. And by the way, guys, those who are joining us tonight is not my usual teaching on the Lord Jesus Christ and everything. Tonight, I'm just having a brother, Andre Marie, and we're just having a talk. And we're talking, and things will be mixed up, but I pray to God that you will receive the message that you needed in this right moment, because He just said it. You might hear something different. Change starts with a renewing of the mind. Now, fear works, the power of fear is in a hiding. When you hide something, when you are afraid of people discovering something, when you are afraid of what people will say, then fear has power over you. It paralyzes you. It creates a heart attack. You can almost kill yourself because of fear. Fear brings a lot of trouble. Now, my point, the point I'm trying to make here is that if we can overcome fear and take a leap into that unknown, until to that business venture, to that idea that my brother Andre just proposed to you, but now you don't really know. Sometimes, well, I don't know brother Andre, I don't know if I can trust him, or what that idea is. So basically you begin to project your insecurity on my brother Andre, not knowing it's your own fear. So fear has power when things are hidden. But when I say to my brother Andre, my brother, this is what I was worried about, this is what I was fearful, then that thing loses power. When you confess it, it loses its grip on you, it loses its power, and now you're ready to accept the change. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. You are ready to accept the change. You just said it earlier there. Also, what I found out is I think we have to mention also the fact that the habit as well. We are creature of habit.
Yeah,
So
creatures of habits, absolutely, yeah.
we have routine and we operate on this mode where you wake up, you know where's your cup of tea, you know
Yeah.
where your so uh,
Yeah.
we experience life on that mode. You understand?
Yeah.
So and then we have this tendency with our mind to have this reassurance. Matter of
Absolutely.
fact, when your cup is not where it is, who moved this? Okay,
Absolutely.
so it is, yeah. So this is some of that's why also the fear, but I'll quote also awareness. You understand?
Yeah.
How
Hmm.
aware are you?
Hmm.
Understand that? Okay. Is it not another way of doing things? Is there any
Hmm.
other possibility, or is it the only
Yeah.
way to do it? You
Yeah.
understand? So what
Yeah.
I'm doing, like I'm taking this road all the time. Yeah.
Hmm.
If I want to go
Hmm.
to point B
Hmm.
from A to B.
Hmm. Yeah.
So is it the only road? Is it the only way to go to get there?
Hmm.
Even
Hmm.
even though this is what I'm doing. So it's about challenging habit, questioning, renewing the mind, you know.
Yeah.
So that is
Because our thoughts produces action, and our actions produces habits, and our habits begin to form our character. This is what I always do. I always sit here, never move my stuff. I am tired. I told you that many times. 100 times means because he has is it's a habit now, and they don't want anything to move anymore. So that now will stop you from even venturing out into a new business, into an enterprise, into practicality. It can even stop you in your search for relationship in life. You meet a woman and you don't know if she's this. You begin to project your insecurity on the people. Talk about it, brother.
yeah. So this is something people also what I found out with people is this insecurity of thinking that uh, this is the way everyone
Hmm.
thinks. You
Yeah.
understand? So
Hmm.
projecting your insecurity, you said it,
Hmm.
you mentioned it very well. Projecting your insecurity on other people
Yeah.
can make you lose, you know. And also, I think it depends. I'm going to put a sort of bracket on that.
Come on.
Why?
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Uh, People need to be heard. You understand?
Yes.
We
Yes.
live in a
For
world
change to
where,
happen.
yeah, we live in a
Yeah.
world where
Yeah.
more people talking,
Hmm.
more people listening,
Hmm.
or people don't have the feeling that they be heard. You see, it's
Hmm.
the person who's speaking. There are many people that listen,
Yeah.
but not many can give that space to people to be heard. So,
Yeah.
and it's only the person who's speaking who know that that
Hmm.
person who listening to me He heard me. He heard. You can feel that you have that space being given. So
Yeah.
that can create um, a sort of trust. You need to establish that trust as well,
Yes,
because you won't.
absolutely.
Yeah, you won't trust. You won't go to the hand of anyone else, anyone, because you just
Yeah.
have to open to people. You have to make sure that people they're gonna care. Yeah, they do care
Yeah.
enough. Yeah, so they can give you space. They can listen to you. They can
Yeah.
wear your shoes. Okay,
Yes. Walk in
not
your shoes. Oh, wow. Yeah.
not criticizing, because this is
Mm.
so
Judgmental spirit. Yeah.
exactly. So I
Yeah.
think this is one of the other things I found out, that people sometimes they stay where they are because they have a problem with the trust.
Yeah. I have a brother Walters AP watching us from Cameroon. I just said hello to you as well. I have our sister in Florida says, um, everything hidden in darkness will come to light. Absolutely. And my
Absolutely.
brothers say mental programming is needed, especially in our churches of today. And for me, this brother in Cameroon, Walters, is saying that. And I say, outside church or in church, the renewal of the mind has to happen for both sides. And
Yeah,
you mentioned something very powerful. A few things I picked up. Trust. Trust comes from relationship. You see,
that,
and then trust grows as you get to know the person. I have a young brother who came here last week, and he's an amazing brother. He runs an organization called Educ Media, and
yeah.
it's called Blaise Pascal, and he's very young, but because he ventures out, because he has that no fear kind of thing, and he's not limited by what he sees. He worked with UNESCO, European Union, amazing, and they sponsor his flight to Manchester, and there was a 2,000 leaders conference on the awareness of media, the negative and the positivity of media, social
Yeah,
media, how it affects you. The brother, he went back to Cameroon. I mean, he even was there with imagine, he comes from Cameroon, and guess who was headlining the conference? Prince
really?
Harry and his wife.
You
They
joking?
were there. So look at my young brother come from Cameroon. He sees the royalty, and then he goes back because he dares to venture out. And it is an organization called Educ Media. It's based in
Yeah,
Yaoundé, and it's all about raising awareness. So trust, have the information, and I'm going to link this. I want to know how is the media, how has the media helped you, or the possibility of the media, social media, helping people in order to overcome some of these things. Go ahead, bro.
yeah. First of all, we're living in a different world now.
Yeah,
Everything is connected with internet,
one
and this
world.
uh, this is one of the blessing in our time. But
Hmm.
it can be also uh, something who can go the other way around. See,
Hmm.
so and but I prefer to focus on the benefit. Actually,
Yes.
what I've discovered early, I've been blessed to work in a
Hmm.
company in the
Yeah.
UK, and
Hmm.
that company was doing the transition
Hmm.
from the physical dealing with people. They were selling
Yeah.
goods in catalog and things like that. The internet was
Hmm.
coming,
Hmm.
and they were not out, like we say, awareness. They were just,
Yeah.
and they were losing the
Customers.
their customer. They were losing the business, and they have
Absolutely.
to catch up quickly with moving. And the
Hmm.
good thing is that when I was there, I experienced that. That's where I knew that something was coming. Okay, because I want to
Yeah.
explain a little bit like how
Hmm.
I've experienced this change. And also,
Hmm.
I like reading. So this is one of the book who helped me.
Very important.
Yeah, the you can see. the industry of the future.
Absolutely, yes.
So when you read this book, and I read it about it nearly 8 years now. So all what's going around, I've experienced that. So I've saw the power of internet. You
Yes.
understand?
Yeah.
And that's why I said to myself, okay, I have to check this.
Can you repeat the title of the book again? Because one of my brothers who's watching wants to know about it.
The industry of the future.
The industry of the future.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alec Ross.
By who?
Alec Ross.
Alec Ross. Okay, I think he's got
Yeah.
it now. Thank you.
So everything cryptocurrency, all the changes, everything, and I was aware of this.
Alec Ross. Is it ALEX or
Yeah,
ALEC?
ALEC.
ALEC. Alec Ross.
Yeah.
ROSS. Excellent. Thank you. Go ahead, bro.
Very, very good book. Also,
Yeah.
when I recommend this book, I recommend the other book for the entrepreneur, Conscious Capitalism.
Capitalism.
So,
okay.
Yeah, when I recommend something, especially talking about business, I always think about conscious capitalism as what's going on now. So now, when I saw the power of the internet, this is how I realized it. I noticed that with internet, I don't have to go and advertise to people. Okay, I have my network then, and if I travel, okay, I post my status, sharing my own experience.
Yeah.
And then that's why I got involved in the industry of travel, because internet was giving me the possibility to market it.
Platform.
Yeah. To market, to bring awareness, to share my own experience. So what's that have to do with business? You see, if I don't break it down properly, you're not gonna get it. People are not gonna get it easily.
Take your time, brother. Take your time, brother. Go ahead.
What happened is I was not publishing thing. Come on, that can get you travel for free, blah blah blah. No. What I have to do is to share my picture on internet, and people watching all the time is traveling this place, and then that's creating curiosity. They're coming to me and sending me messages like, what are you doing? That's the way I saw it, you understand? Instead of pushing things in front of people. That's why I was promoting.
That's wisdom. That's wisdom.
I was promoting it to people and telling them, wow, guys, you know what? We have an amazing opportunity. I was going to home, try to gathering people together, explaining this to them, what was going on. And this was the best experience in my life that totally changed my life and the life of other people. Now, this is how I got the power of leveraging the power of internet, you know. So not only selling to people things, but bringing their attention. So now people will connect to you because you want to do business. If you want to do business, you have to connect to people. Understand?
So networking, connection, the power of the visual. When they saw it, they believed.
No, they can. Yes, some will believe because they see.
Yeah, because they saw you, and then when you tell them, then they go, "Oh, wow, that's why." But when they don't see, it takes time to trust. Go ahead.
Yeah, so it's like if I say, "Listen, I'm here. I'm having this good time." People, they like, "This is a trap." You understand?
Yeah.
Now, what happened is that if you post one and you say, "Okay, I'm in France, I'm in Belgium, I'm in this place," you start creating curiosity in the mind. What are you going to do in these places? I see you traveling a lot. What's that? Because the people, they want to know. See, this is what the social media, what the power you can leverage from that. You
Yeah.
understand? I don't know if you get it. Like, instead of coming and say to people, okay, oh, listen, I'm on this trip, I pay this and this. See, how to market that way. No, that
Oh yeah,
wasn't.
yeah.
You understand?
That's why
Push.
that's why I said it's wisdom. That's wisdom.
Yeah.
It's
So
not it's an amazing innovative way to present what you do, because then
that,
now people come to you willfully.
yeah. So
Yeah.
people now, because of that desire to discover
Yeah.
a bit more, you don't give
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
they come to you and try to get it. What was this? And that's how
Hmm.
I saw the very power of internet. Okay. Now,
Yeah. Yeah.
there are many people, they can use it as a channel of promoting something, and yeah. So
Yeah.
it's been a
Absolutely.
blessing. Yeah.
It's so important, because that's what the company in Cameroon, Duke Media, wants to do as well. And I hope they can link up with you, because there's some practical application of wisdom there. And the people who just joined us, I just want to let you know tonight it's a bit more of practical applications. It's not just about religious talk. And how do you get on in life? How do you put food on the table? How do you network? How do you practically do those things? The pandemic has helped us to develop social media. And I remember calling my brother Andre, and I said, you know, brother, I'm used to preaching the pulpit. You grab that pulpit and you bash the message, bang, 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 bang. Now I need to find all the buttons. How do I click on this one and click on that one to use the social media for our advantage? And it's been amazing. It's been awesome. In fact, I traveled to go see people because of Facebook. Never met them before. I just been to Paris. I met somebody who's been following me for 5 years. You
Amazing.
know, we met with him and his family. He received us, and now we have more programs. So I just want to encourage my brothers and sisters out there that don't limit yourself. Do not limit yourself because of fear, worry, anxiety, and the unknown. Take a leap of faith. Network, connect to somebody who you see doing it. Do whatever it takes. Take the shame away. Put courage, and watch what we'll do. So, Brother Andre, continue, my brother. Give us some more wisdom.
So we have all this way of connecting, and
Yeah.
also not only learning. So you
Yeah.
can go on YouTube, learn about doing something. You
Yeah.
understand? So much opportunity we have
Yeah.
here. Uh,
Hmm.
and social media, unfortunately, most people are using, I don't want to judge people, are using it in the wrong way as a
Yeah.
distraction,
Yeah.
instead of leveraging.
Hmm.
That's why I'm always involved on things how to
Hmm.
empower people
Yeah.
about using social media to better their life. Take advantage.
Especially us, brother. Sorry to interrupt. I'm going to interrupt you a
Yeah,
lot, because hey, we're going to do part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of this.
yeah,
Think
yeah, okay.
about it. For
Yeah,
us coming from Cameroon,
yeah,
think about how to encourage the people to use the social media positively for themselves, rather than being a consumer in Cameroon of all the junk, the junk. How can they be creative in social media to educate themselves and to latch into the future? Because look, before it was only in the West, and they're probably hundreds of years ahead of us. But now, as a Cameroonian, as an African, how can you use it now for your benefit and to try and catch up, even just go anywhere closer?
yeah. This is something usually talk on my Facebook live
Yeah.
about how, because people today, they say China is a big country now,
Hmm.
economy wise.
Hmm.
And from my own perspective, the way I saw it is, without internet, China shouldn't be where they are. You understand?
Exactly.
So it's something I always explain to people. Maybe I'm wrong, but this is the way I've seen it. They call this concept the leapfrog. See,
Hmm.
internet actually is, if you, the way I was looking at it is like a breach of public uh, your public right, individual right. What I mean,
Yeah.
you have a mobile phone and you're using the app, the person who on the app, he has more information on you, right, than you. He know you because we are create your habit what we're doing, yeah.
Yeah.
So this can have like a sort of brush of intimacy. And if you take the fact that in Europe uh, we promote uh, uh, freedom, okay,
Yeah.
freedom, and it should not be compatible. I know they're making it in a certain way of say click to accept the term and condition if you want to
But
use
nobody
it.
ever reads them.
Yeah, so now what
Yeah.
I always explain to people is that the game, how China took advantage of this is that because there the government just implement things. Here you're gonna have no this we have to see if the parliament gonna agree that this thing was the law. It's taking time.
Yeah.
But China was had that advantage that they can implement those things easily and they were leapfrogging, what they call leapfrog. So that means that today it doesn't matter where you are in the world,
Yeah.
you just jump leap to get to the
Yeah.
place. You can
Absolutely.
just
Yeah. Absolutely.
you understand?
Yeah.
So
You don't have to wait 100 years anymore. You
no,
can be right there, right now in the actuality. And that's why
yeah,
one of the edu media is saying China is really a great example of positive use of internet for development.
yeah.
Absolutely. You right there. Go ahead.
Yeah, I have something I'm saying, and sometimes people might not agree with me, but I have to say it. I have the feeling that algorithm
Yeah.
algorithm of this social media are twist to show distraction in
They have a
Africa.
bias. They have a bias.
Yeah, so and I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I have the feeling that I don't want to be a victim.
Listen, is who is able to use it, who has the power to do it. They will do it, brother. But we need to have the wisdom to discern, like
Yeah,
you're saying. Go
so
ahead.
in order to help people in Africa, always bring awareness to all those who are using social media to as a model, as influencer or whatever people other look up to, yeah, on social
Yeah.
media. People have the power, the voice. Like now, those people they have to be responsible of
Yeah.
what they're doing. It's very
Yeah.
important, intentional. It don't have to be oh, we want to make money. Okay, so because these days is about making money. It's not, love is not about money. Yeah, love is about living. So living life, not whining, complaining, and
I say life is about loving, living, learning, all the
exactly.
L's. Go ahead.
So
Go ahead. Yeah.
so basically, those people who have that, but some of the time, I just think maybe some of them they don't know what they're having in their hand.
Yeah. Ignorance is a factor. It's a major factor for us back home. How to? It's like you can think about it. You get from having a mobile phone first time or maybe second time.
Yeah,
All you have to do is click and watch the world.
distraction.
Talk to
Yeah,
me, man. Talk to me, brother. Talk to me. It's crazy.
yeah. So watching the this is absolutely amazing time to be in life. Okay, because
Absolutely.
I remember that when I came in UK. Back then, to communicate back home, we used to get a card, yeah, to call back home. You understand?
Scratch the card.
Yeah, the scratch card, and there were funny thing on this scratching card. Is scratch the card is that sometimes you just consult. sometimes the line wasn't even clear, and then you're going to consult to realize that the credit has gone. The remaining balance is, I say, you have 5 minutes remaining. You say, well, I couldn't even reach out the person.
Yeah.
And today, now, you were telling me that people were watching us in Cameroon. See,
And in Florida.
so I can't imagine how internet have changed the world
Yeah.
and make life, you know, easy,
More accessible.
more accessible. Resource. I mean, the resources are accessible to people. What I
Yes.
mean by resources is the knowledge. You understand?
Yeah.
Before you had to go to the book, you need to go and
Yeah.
buy a book, right? With
Now
a connection.
Google.
Yeah. So now with a connection, a Wi-Fi, you can have access
Yeah.
to get information. And
Yeah.
then when you download, and you have to download those information and then renew your mind, and that's how you live your life. So I won't too much insist on the negative side, because
No, because we know the negative side. Let's help people to think positive and use it positively in their mental reprogramming stage. You go ahead, brother. You got about 10 minutes.
yeah, so the thing is, you have always to be aware of what you do on social media.
Mhm.
So very important before giving your time. What I'm saying to people, because uh, there is something I always talk about, and people are aware about this, because we said earlier we are creature habit. As a human being, we're using the five senses to live. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
So I always ask that question to the youngest. I said to my nephew, I have my nephew, he's 9 years old. I said to him,
Mhm.
because when he's on the TV, he's
Mhm.
watching the TV or his mobile phone. I said to him, can I ask you a question to bring his awareness? How many senses we have? He said, five. Okay. The kid, they are very smart, yeah? They
Yeah.
give you the answer straight.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
said to me, five. I said, okay, when you watch the mobile phone, when you watch something on the social media, how many senses you use? You see, he said only two, because I can see I
Mhm.
can see the video, I can hear. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's only
Mhm.
two. So the television, is that the same thing? He said yes. Now, if you are using two senses with someone who's using three senses to experiment something, who has the best experience? The person is using more senses. So be mindful that when you're watching on social media or on the television, don't take it as real. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
yes. It's not always real. It's like a
Yeah.
compressed version of the reality. So this is the some point to bring to people awareness that, okay, as we're using social media, our brain process information from the different senses. The
Mhm.
more time you spend on social media, less your brain having experience from the other senses. Because
Mhm.
so be mindful of that. Have
Mhm.
time to live, to experiment life,
Yeah.
to and even though you are on the social media, make sure that the information you feeding in your mind, they're
Yeah.
going to bring the best return of investment,
Yeah.
because you invest the most precious thing we have. Sometimes I say that to people, say, what's the most precious thing we have? Is our time.
Mhm.
Because our time, the time we
Time
invest,
management.
yeah, the time we invest now talking about this, we're not going to get this time back. And our time is running out
Mhm.
until we leave this place. Okay.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
you have to be very, very mindful of
Mhm.
what you are investing your time on social media. Make social media, as you heard, social media for networking, for
Yeah.
connecting with people,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
And people who can empower you, where you can learn more things and to add something in your life. So
information is power.
yeah.
And who has the information has the power. Can you just talk about it a little bit, especially
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
because I
So
really want us to help the people, our brothers and sisters who are coming here or who are there and they don't know what to do. Go ahead, bro.
the information is power in the way that a mind who has already expanded don't go back to the old mind. What I
Excellent.
mean, how what I mean by that, you are in this life, there's something who's gonna hit you, and you say, "Oh, I never thought about this," and you are not the same person anymore. Now you view things, you are aware of something, and this is going to change who you are. So, in terms of also consuming social media, consuming information, because I don't want people to be sometimes the junkie of information. Okay,
Yeah.
information is potential power, is the application. It doesn't matter how many things you know. If you
Yeah.
can't do anything with what
Yes.
you know not to do,
Application.
application on that. To know and not to do is not to know.
Yeah.
Simple
It's
as that.
wrong. Yeah.
So, and most
It's a
people,
waste of time. Yeah.
yeah, it's a worst thing is actually the most precious resources we have. Again, term. So, most people also, I tell them they're spending time looking for is to implement. It doesn't matter how much thing is. If you don't implement, you're not gonna get the most of it. It will like you never know anything because you know something if you think about it. How you know something if you experience it? Because people say, "I
Yes.
know, I know." How do you know? You know if you did it.
Yeah.
If you never did, if you never done it,
Yeah.
you heard about it.
Yes.
So what's the point to have that to know things you cannot have benefit on that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Listen,
So
my brother.
yes.
That's just amazing. That was just amazing. Golden nuggets, precious, and really, I think we're gonna have to do part 2 or 3 because this was just my brothers and sisters, all of you watching this video. That was just introduction. The next
Yeah.
session we're gonna go through. We're gonna take a main topic and develop it. That was just a general tonight. Just a lot of things coming through, but know this. My brother Andre ended up with something. He said something very powerful in a few words. Knowledge, wisdom is knowledge applied. I repeat that.
Yeah.
Wisdom is when you take your knowledge, information, and the application of it. Because if you know and you don't apply, you don't
Yeah.
know. And that's
You don't
exactly what he said. Absolutely. So, my brother, I just want to thank you. And it's just amazing. Remember, this is about mental reprogramming or reprogrammation mental. Okay, this is so important because your thoughts produces action, and your action produces habits, and the habits becomes you. Because everybody,
know.
every time people see you, they say, "Oh, that's how it is." So, my brother, honestly, you have we promise between 45 minutes, no more. So we have 1 minute and 10 seconds. So close it for us, please.
Yeah. So first of all, I would like to thank you for hosting me. All right. So because I know you have this uh, passion and you're gifted from God to enlighten other people. And it just come across the way I think about life. I mean, our life don't have the meaning until it can serve other people. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So service to other, that's very
Absolutely.
absolutely important. So, and that's why it's going to be always a pleasure to be on this program to talk about more things like the action as well. We just
Yeah.
scratch a little big action, and why
Yes.
people
Yes.
don't take action. I want to speak a little bit about people in the mind. It's always it's the mind game as well. So people don't take action because they have to understand this. I want to give something,
Yeah.
someone, how you act is now. You cannot act in the past, you cannot act in the future. And this is playing tricky in the mind of people. Whatever you want to do is to start now.
Yeah.
So most of people never start now because they're always in this thinking mind that, okay, I'm gonna condition gonna be tomorrow never come. There's another tomorrow.
Yeah.
So it never stops. So if you say I'm gonna start tomorrow, it's
Yeah.
to do it. So what
Yeah.
I'm saying to people is that, are you happy with your life? Ask yourself very, very good question.
Mhm.
You happy with your life? You're happy with your life? Fantastic. If you're not happy, why? Why? Start questioning
Absolutely.
why.
Absolutely. So that's great. That's great. We have to end there. That's a good question that will send people thinking a little bit, because you know what? You're either doing the wrong thing or you're doing the thing wrong. So there's
Absolutely.
one thing. You're either doing the wrong thing or your application is a bit wrong. So yes, brother. Honestly, I can't wait next time. Okay. Just let me know when we have enough time. I mean, this is incredible. Thank you all for watching. Please share the video, make some comments, inbox some questions, and we'll be ready to answer those questions. And until next time, be
Yeah,
wise.
yeah. So also, I wanted to close something because you
Yeah.
just said about sharing.
Yeah.
Uh, I will advise people to share because, as I said earlier,
Mhm.
our life, there's some information we can provide. We can connect to everyone. Now, there's someone who you are blocking his blessing by not sharing this information. So we did our part, okay?
Mhm.
Now, that's how life work. You understand?
Mhm.
There's
Yeah.
someone who want to hear this information and
Yeah.
make his life better and change other people's life
Mhm.
just because you didn't share it. You understand?
Yeah.
Because it's one of the things on social media, partage. I say to people, be careful. So why are you sharing? Because there's someone I might not reach him out, but
Yeah.
you are the person. And if you don't
Yeah.
do it, you have the problem with the universe because
Yeah.
you don't want to bless someone.
Yeah.
So it's something I wanted to mention
Yeah.
for
In
people.
short, what you're trying to say is our resources are in our relationships.
Exactly.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Listen, God bless you, my brother. And thank you, because sometimes in this platform, I'm learning to not just always invite just the Christians or all that. I want us to have a practical application of lives. How do we live this life? How do we serve others? So that's what really I want us to do this on this one. And I pray we'll continue to do that. Practical information on how to go about living this life, not just a religious talk, a practical one. So, my brother, God bless you, and thank you for your interaction. And until next time,
Thank
be
you.
wise. Bye bye. Bye bye.